6 long years after Heard walked into a courtroom to obtain a temporary restraining order against Johnny Depp while he was not even in the same country has finally revealed her as the true assaulter. And as aggravating as it is that a man actually had to suffer both at her hands and in his line of work because of her claims, is it as terrible as the narrative she and her team are currently pushing? So, what's the news about Amber Heard and her team that is making everyone so angry? Following the court's ruling, Heard released a statement through Instagram saying she was disappointed with what this verdict meant for other women. In her words, "It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously." She also claims that the mountain of evidence wasn't enough to stand up to the disproportionate power and influence of her ex-husband. This statement she made is considered a slap in the face to real survivors of domestic violence. In fact, if anyone has set true victims back, it's Amber Heard. This case has shown major errors in the court of public opinion, as well as media smear campaigns that ordinarily go with guilty until proven innocent sentiments. Unlike what she and her lawyers claimed, there was no actual mountain of evidence. This was equally the claims made when she said she had brutal injuries which included broken ribs, a broken nose, a split lip, black eyes, and cuts on her back and feet. To these statements, we were provided with no corroborating photographs of the injuries, no factual medical reports on treatments of those injuries, and conflicting eyewitness reports. And even the little photo evidence she provided, it had already been manipulated and put through a photo editor, ensuring that the pictures could not be corroborated as authentic. And although the case is now over with Amber proven to have defamed Johnny in the op-ed, and by extension has also been proven to have been lying about all of her claims of him assaulting her, it's actually spread so much fear that professional lawyers are actually giving disclaimers online for people who have probably been influenced by the claims Amber made with her statement and all of the others that have come from the interviews her lawyer has been giving.
What you went through, don't add to it, don't take away from it, don't modify it. What you went through, that's enough. If you went through that act and you went through that abuse, there are people out there that can help you. And don't go and modify it. Go talk to an attorney. I mean, this hits me because I'm a domestic relations practitioner. I represent people on both sides, the accused and the people that actually are the victims of domestic violence. And this type of bullshit needs to be off of the screen. There is no better example that this human piece of refuse. I held out a lot for Elaine. I thought that she did a damn good job with the client she had until today, because this piece of refuse just went out and told all the real survivors, spit in their face, and said, "Your story isn't good enough. You need pictures." That's what she's saying right now. And that is not what the people should take from this case. This case is about someone who blew this out of proportion, blew all these allegations, and created a mountain.
From the message in the video, it's pretty obvious that the professional was deeply touched by these statements being made by Amber's people. And even after making all these terrible moves, the actress still somehow believes she would win an appeal, after calling out the jury and even putting actual victims in such a terrible position. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Tell us, do you also think Amber crossed the line with this one?